And here we go. I'm a little worried about the approach angle. Everything else I'm fine with. Howdy folks, Nathan ADLEN here with the Fast Lane Truck, and I'm just outside of Georgetown on a trail we've never gone up, and it absolutely is beautiful, spectacular. It has boulders and rocks, and the reason we came up here is because of that. Now, a little while ago, Chevy teased you guys and teased us with the ZR2 concept, a badass off-roading vehicle that we were dying to get. Well, they didn't build it. What they did build was this, the Trail Boss. Now, we weren't sure if the Trail Boss really had anything going for it off-road, but then we decided to find out on this path. Coming up next, we're going to use that to measure against that.
Okay, good. Passenger, there you go.
So you're in a vehicle called the Trail Boss. What does that mean? Does that mean that you have anything more off-road worthy than the regular Z71 off-road package? And the answer is yes and no. Yes, you get these fabulous Goodyears. They're terrific off-road. What else do you get? Well, not a whole lot. You can get the light bar, which this one didn't come with, which is sort of weird. You can get the side steps, which this does have, and they're kind of useless. Now, there are some very important numbers that completely separate these vehicles, namely approach, departure, breakover angle. So your approach angle here is 17.3 degrees. Obviously different. And part of it has to do with the chin, which we will discuss later. The departure angle is 22.1 degrees, and that's actually not too bad for a pickup truck. And the breakover is 19.8 degrees. Overall ground clearance is 8.3 inches. This is an off-road package. It was built as an off-road package. That comes with an off-road package. Significantly different vehicles. Now, this is built so you can see things and experience things as you're driving off-road in such a way that you have maximum control. When you're in that Chevy, there's a pickup truck that has a very long wheelbase compared to this vehicle, which is longer than it normally is, but it still has a more comfortable ride. This, however, has a more assured ride. Let me show you what you're paying for in terms of the good. This is the good right here. These Goodyear Wrangler Duratec off-road tires are stupendous. They're really good off-road. On-road, they're quiet. Grip has been decent. They're sipes, so they should be able to handle ice and snow quite well. I absolutely love the way these tires are designed, and I think that out of the whole package, this is worth everything. Oh, and by the way, no, there is no lift kit. No, there is no locking front diff. Majority of what's on this vehicle, it's for appearances. And at the end of the day, appearances aren't really gonna get you very far off-road. And so having a name like Trail Boss kind of makes you a target to a lesser, you know, I mean, think about it. You got guys with a Raptor. A Raptor, hell, that is, you know, off-road, man, that can do it. Ram Power Wagon, yeah, you know it can do it. Now, articulation in the rear is pretty good. It's been doing a pretty good job of keeping the rear wheels on the ground, because as cool as it looks to lift the wheel, you really don't want to. You want as much contact as you can get. Now here's some cool stuff. First of all, locking bed, important, but that comes with the standard truck. So does the backup camera back here. However, with this package, you get spray and bed liner, and you get a special divider along with cleats. Now, for those of you who have a motorcycle, you may have noticed there is no way you're going to get your motorcycle in there with this closed. However, I have seen guys with that divider removed able to hold 2 motorcycles, smaller ones, with this configuration. So that's pretty cool. 305 horsepower, 269 pound-feet of torque V6, hooked up to a 6-speed automatic transmission. There is no manual option with the V6. For those of you who don't know, perhaps you were living under a rock or whatever, you may know about the Jeep Wrangler, and it does have skid plates and it has great protection, and ours has rock sliders. Those aren't rock sliders. This vehicle basically is your stock pickup truck with a little tiny bit of extra protection right here. In terms of ground clearance, 8.3 inches ain't enough. It needs more. Now, I've gone over some rocks that are about 8 inches high, and they're a little scary, but the rest of the vehicle is much higher than that. The side steps have already caught on one part of a hill that we were trying to maneuver around, and they kind of dug into the dirt because they stick out. It's kind of an unnatural way that they do stick out. It's really far. Isn't this an amazing place to end this video? I mean, look at that. I highly recommend that you guys come up here. Now, is this as good as this? No, not off-road, of course not. We knew that going in. We knew that this was really more of a measuring stick. Whatever this can do, if this can do it, that'd be awesome. But considering where we are, I don't think we should end. Follow me, camera guy, check this out. That is what we need to do. We need to go up some of these hills. In the Chevy. That's awesome. That's off-roading. So I was looking at this hill and I was wondering, should I even bother with low range on the Jeep Wrangler? Nah, let's leave it in high. Upsy daisy. Yeah, no problem. So, the best thing to do is gear down a little bit with the Chevy, put it in low, and it has an automatic rear locking diff. And hopefully it'll be able to creep up and over. Okay, so stability track is off. Hopefully the locking rear diff is good to go. And in manual mode, you can hear it winding up. And here we go. I'm a little worried about the approach angle. Everything else I'm fine with. Yep. I heard the side step clip a rock, so it made a lot of noise, but the front end didn't scrape. That's a hill that I would say you cannot go up unless you have decent tires and four-wheel drive, real four-wheel drive. So, not bad. I could feel at the end of it that I was hitting the bump stops all the time. And they're well cushioned, so you're not hearing it slam against the body, but you could really feel it. So I was maxed out articulation-wise, especially in the front end. Woo, that was fun. Couple things. I made a mistake. I put it in manual, which was basically first gear, and it took the whole hill in first gear, and it really didn't need that. It could have gone to second gear as I was going up, but I had to maintain some sort of speed, and at the same time I wanted to remain in low gear, which I was in, so it would handle it. Electric locking rear diff did exactly what it was supposed to do. Tires did exactly what they were supposed to do. No problems at all with traction. And it gets a little loose up there. But there is a detractor. One, I was worried about having my front skirt scrape, and it did just a little tiny bit.
Hey Nathan, I'm the king of the world!
You recognize Andre? That's what happens when he's over 11,000 feet. You need some water, pal. Macho.
Hey guys, it's Andre here, and some of you keep asking us, what about this plastic spoiler on the front of the Chevy Colorado and the GMC Canyon? And some of you said, oh, it takes 5 minutes to remove. I wanted to actually take a look and see exactly how it's mounted. So let's take a look. So the interesting part is it has these screws along the lip, but they're mounted from the top. So you do have to remove some other components for some of these screws in order to get the chin off. And see, it's called the air deflector. And this will take longer than 5 minutes.